What going on, family? This your boy Word of the Wise. I'm doing something a little different today. Just trying something new. I'm doing an interview. We're gonna do a prison story today. Not just a prison story. This young man here, he done quite a bit of time in there, and he's home, doing well, doing what he do. So I'm not gonna hold you long, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring him out. What's good with you, bro?
Doing? How you doing,
Yes,
man? Thank you for
sir.
having me on, brother.
Sturman Army. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You
How
been all
y'all
right?
doing? Yes, sir,
I
man.
see you over there suited and booted, man. I see you suited and booted.
Yeah,
Yes,
man. You said,
sir.
man, you need an interview, man. So I took that serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, man. Folks need to hear this story.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. We trying to always enlighten the youth or anybody that would listen. Hopefully these stories can shed some light even through dark times. I know a lot of people um, got family members that's locked up. They themselves have been locked up. We don't necessarily have an outlet to talk to and to express ourselves properly in a positive way. So yeah, this is definitely a platform, man, where we trying to like get all that in line and hopefully, man, you guys tap in and support the channel.
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off, man.
Most definitely.
What's your name?
My name is Joaquin De Jesus. I'm originally from Ripley, Mississippi, but I was raised in Grand Junction, Tennessee. Um, Long story short, man, I was raised in a mother, stepfather household, man, church raised. Um, One thing led to another, the streets. I kind of got involved into some shady activities and they led me down a dark path, you know what I'm saying? But we don't want to get too far ahead. But yeah, my name is Joaquin De Jesus, originally from Ripley, Mississippi. Um, I did time, kind of all around Arkansas, Texas, Arizona. So yeah, kind of moved around a lot.
No, so you was on them jets, on them planes.
Yeah, well, I actually had two plane rides, via Oklahoma. So yeah, that was actually my first plane ride was the federal plane.
See, people don't be believing that when you get go to the feds, man, you got to take that plane ride, man.
Oh yeah, man, yeah. And then to be honest, they can tell you going one place and they can shoot your ass somewhere else too. But that's another video for another time.
Yeah, I understand that. So you say you had a stepfather?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good because sure, at least you had a father figure around, you know.
yeah, man. And I can't lie and say like that I didn't have a stable household. I was raised with like two older brothers. I'm the youngest of three, right? So we was all kind of exposed to a lot of stuff early in life. So to us, that was normal. W- Any type of violence that saw or could potentially been a part of growing up, that was just to us, just it was like normal. So we didn't see it as right or wrong or indifferent. It was just another day. So before I could even get off the porch, I saw too much just by me being the younger brother. You
So
see what
what
I'm
age do
saying?
you think you seen your first crime?
Um, I think the first time I saw my first crime, I t- just to be totally honest, I had to be like 5 or 6. I can remember it vividly, but it was broken. Like I can remember we pulling up on somebody's street. I can remember the driver of the car telling us like, "Hey, y'all just sit back and chill. I'm finna talk to this guy real quick." I can remember all that vividly. But then I can also remember, cause I'm young, man. I'm like I can remember being like hella young, so I can remember seeing the guy come from behind the car, and me and my brothers in the car, we just like looking around. I looked, I saw this guy just smash dude head, and we just drove off, like, that shocked me at that age. But once again, it was like normal, so it's kind of like, damn, we saw that, but we
They
never
always said
spoke about that.
Mississippi don't play.
Oh yeah, man, Mississippi, man, that's gonna forever be, man, the state, man. Like that's like Yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff go on down here, man.
Ooh, wait. Like, do you remember the first time you committed a crime? And around what age you was?
Ironically, I think it was around about that same time, bro, because I can remember after that night, I think that kind of, I wouldn't say something broken inside me, but I knew that was a part of like life right there. Like whatever happened, I'm not saying that person deserved it. I'm not saying that because I don't know. I was a kid. I don't know what happened with that story. I
Yeah.
just saw the outcome. So now, me growing up, I always try to see the outcome more than the actual. Even though when I was going through my mistakes, I could see the outcome in it,
And you still went along with it?
and I still went along with it. Yep, yeah,
I think that's be our immature brains.
yeah.
You
So
know,
well,
our brains not developed yet.
yeah,
So we just do things just to do things, you know. It's
right.
crazy how the brain work. It's crazy how the brain work.
Yep.
So check this out. What age did you go in?
I went in when I was 20.
You went in when you was 20.
Yep, for
What
bank
did you
robbery.
That's what I was gonna ask. What did you go in for?
For
You
bank
said
robbery.
bank
Yep,
robbery.
I got hit with a 3.5 years for bank robbery, and they hit me with a 924C, which was a consecutive 10 years. So that totaled up to 13 years and 5 months. I had to serve 87% of that Fed time. So yeah, I did all my 20s in the federal system from
Out
20 to
there in
32.
Mississippi?
Nah, it wasn't in Mississippi. I committed
I
a
well let's
crime
bag up some.
in
Bag up
Tennessee.
some. In Tennessee. So what age was it when you made it to Tennessee?
Well, I think I've been in Tennessee since first grade, second grade. You see what I'm saying? But we stay kind of, on the line too. So we
Oh,
going
so
back and
you back
forth
and
with it.
forth. You back and
Yeah,
forth.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Okay.
always, hey, I ain't never too far away from home, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. I
Yeah,
understand that. So you say you got locked up in Tennessee.
yeah.
Okay. So you said how long you have to do?
I had to do 11 years and 3 months.
Phew,
Yep, my whole 20s, man.
man.
And I think that's what kind of gave me the courage to kind of step out and like kind of tell my stories, especially to the younger individuals or whoever would listen, man, because I think this individual is that valuable. Like, just yeah, going into the federal system, being blind, also being spiritually protected. I think all that did wonders for me. Like, man, I just I went in there, man, just like with a like I want to learn everything. I want to learn languages. I want to learn different subjects. I want to learn about Christianity. I want to learn about Islam. I want to learn about Judaism. I want to learn about Buddhism. I was just going. And I think that saved me on a lot of levels because I was so young and just so immature, but I carried myself, what I'm saying, with respect. So, and I just found
So
my
what
love,
made you rob a bank?
desperation. Desperation, and that's a story within itself, man. I was going to school for aviation maintenance in Nashville, Tennessee. That's a long story, but I got kicked out. I had to try to re-up for next semester. It was a dumbass idea, but they came up with it at the time. It made sense to a 20-year-old mind. So we went through that, and that did not go well. So ended up serving 11 years and 3 months out of my life, my whole 20s. And I definitely would encourage anybody, man, that's feeling desperate, that's broke, that's going through like your worst times right now. It'll get better, but it can also get better on the outside. I mean, it's a lot of us like living life fast. Um, I get it. Life is life, but you don't want to make any rash decision that can cost you 10, 20 years out your life. I mean, I consider myself one of the lucky ones or
For
one of the
11
blessed ones.
for 11 years, what did you do to pass time?
This gonna sound crazy, man. The time does something to the human mind. Like it's a real inhumane thing for to put a person in a cage and call that punishment. I seen a lot of people lose their mind behind those walls, bro. So for me, I actually just stayed in contact with the people I knew cared about me. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if I could
Yeah.
just reach out and talk to the people that I knew cared about me, or I can have some visitations like once or twice a month, like
So you
all
had a
that
lot of
work.
support.
Yeah, I had my family. Yeah, I had some family friend support.
That's
Yeah, for
good.
sure.
That's good because a lot of brothers don't have no support when they go.
Yeah. So I always get them props on that though. Yeah, man. My people didn't leave me hanging like that.
Yes, sir. I respect that to the fullest. So did you go to trial or did you take a plea?
No, I took a plea.
You took a plea.
Yep.
Okay, okay. Um, what's about the craziest story or thing you seen in that 11 years? Because I know you've seen a lot of things. What's just one little craziest thing you think you might have seen or
Um.
heard of or anything?
Well, the thing I seen was in the library. Um. At a medium I was at. This the first thing that come to my mind. If it's gruesome or graphic, I apologize. But yes, this guy poured some. I guess I don't know what he had, like some hot wax or acid or something, whatever it was. I don't know how he got that, whatever. He poured it in dude face, and it like dude face just like started melting, bro. Like it was so yeah, it was a lot of stuff like that, bro. When I seen stuff like that, I actually took heed to that. I even though I walked in as a 20-year-old, I still try to handle myself as a, you know what I'm saying, a young man, right? But it's still so much I didn't know. So, but when I see something gruesome like that, I'm like, damn, that kind of kept me.
Also, you seen this early on.
Yeah, I saw that like early. I think that may be my first like second or third year. So I'm still trying to acclimate to the being in the prison system. Period. And
So,
like off the rip, like I think my first week I saw like it was like a ride or something like. So I had to get used to that shit like quick.
so you say your first week you had a riot.
Yeah, I wasn't in it, but it was a riot. And you know, anybody that's been on prison yards, like you ain't safe nowhere if a riot jump down because you don't know what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, that I mean, I wouldn't advise nobody to go and it's not like people wake up and just want to go to prison, but our decisions do lead us to prison or to stay out of prison, whether we conscious of them or not.
Yeah, yeah. What you think your biggest lesson was that you learned from going?
My biggest lesson, that's a good question. I think my biggest lesson learned, bro, like to appreciate the time, like to just really appreciate the time, meaning try to really get the best out of every moment. And I know that's hard for a lot of people to do, but you do got to go through a lot of self-reflection. You got to break down a lot of ego. You got to unlearn a lot of stuff that you probably grew up learning. Not to say it was useful, but it's not needed now. So you got to learn and maneuver your way through so many avenues. You see what I'm saying? So I would have to say, yeah, I just learned to just man appreciate the time being here because
Did you
time is
make
so
friends
short.
while you were there?
Yeah, I met some good people in there, man, and now that we doing this, I'm sure I can reach out to them, just try to see where they get on the platform, share their story, and so they can like solidify whatever I'm saying. Like, I mean, we don't lie about shit when we get up here, and hopefully you guys can like, you know what I'm saying. If you're in the comments, if you guys done did time, get in the comments, let me know. Are you rehabilitated? Are you trying to be rehabilitated, or are you just out here thugging? Like what it is though. Like I want to talk to you guys though.
Man, this right here was great because I feel like every I'm not just gonna say young person. Every person needs to hear something like that because you spent a lot of time behind them walls. You know,
Yeah.
it's inspirational just to even see you out here doing your thing. You know, so have you ever witnessed any overdoses?
Yeah, man, witnessed a couple of overdoses, man. It was a like an epidemic in there. It was a few. I went through a few epidemics, but one of them, the biggest one, was the damn K2. Man, when I say cats was overdosing and falling out up in that joint, like people was falling out in the showers, drinking
K2.
shower water. Uh, People riding imaginary motorcycles, bro. Like it was bad. It was bad.
Damn. So what they do? Smoke it?
Yeah, yeah. They were smoking. Yeah, they were smoking. Yeah. I mean, as far as I knew, I mean, that's all I heard that they was doing. They was smoking it, but that particular drug, it affected people different. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it was a real epidemic in there. Like especially the joint we was at, I think they locked up like 200 of us. Like we was either selling it, smoking it, or trying to get it in. Like it was bad. Yeah, we went through a little rough phase. But yeah, it was that probably the worst I saw. Like as far as somebody going through obsession or tripping out or something like that over a drug in there. Yeah, it was most definitely K2.
How many camps did you hit
No, I
out of
didn't go to
11 years?
account. I was in there for a bank robbery, so I couldn't go to account. The lowest I could went to was a low. So that's the lowest I went was a low.
Okay, okay. So shit, you were just high max all the way, huh?
Now, where I started off as a medium, then I dropped to a low.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so I was in a medium. I think what
So you
six,
got
seven
like a
years
blue collar.
before they allowed me to come down.
That's like a blue collar crime then, huh?
Was that?
Bank robbery.
I never heard it referred to as a blue collar crime.
You haven't? Oh, okay. I was
Nah,
just
yeah.
asking.
Yeah, I heard it was referred to as a long ass time crime. That's what
I see.
there
Yeah, I see. Yeah. See.
wasn't nothing blue collar about that motherfucker.
Well, check this out. Have you ever been to Snowman in there?
No, I haven't been to Snowman. I have supported hella Snowman in there. I ain't gonna lie. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a definitely another hustle. I seen store man. I seen men who cook. I seen men who iron your clothes. I seen men who
So
wash your
when they
clothes.
look, check this out. So when they cook, what you mean cook?
Man, they got microwaves. They got stingers. Um, you can use the office and stuff in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? So it's ways around. You can get good meals in there, man. Like
So what was your
now
diet in
certain
there?
certain spots, even if you're in the worst spot, they got a kitchen that you can cook good food in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what was
You
your
just have to
diet in
have
there?
access to that.
What was your diet? What did you like in there? What did you eat?
Well, me and my homies, man, I had got cool with a guy from Utah, Maceo. What it do? Um, I got cool with a guy, Lil Vic from the Bay Area. Hey, Vic, what it do? I got cool with a cat from Texas, Dallas, Texas. Hey, Ace, what it do? Hey, them my cats, bro. We would just get together, bro. We would spread. We would make um rice bowls or chili bowls, any type of spread like that, you typically just would get the circle you trust and y'all will all pitch in, especially if they had some bullshit for you know what I'm saying over there in the chow hall, like which we hardly ate that, but we did have to on a lot of occasions. But on the cases that, we didn't have to, we would just typically just spread.
So you say you don't like to eat the chow hall. What come through the chow hall?
Well, I mean, it would be like it depends. Like breakfast, like sometimes you would have like cereals, banana, oatmeal, grits, like stuff like that, which I don't eat none of that. But cereal at best. Lunch you may have, just like chicken. You may have burgers. You may have like I don't forgot to be honest. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But it's whatever it is, you would get so used to eating it, you just didn't want it anymore. Or you would have a hookup inside that you could eat a little bit better. So when everybody else go through the line, you would just make your move, bop, get your stuff, and take it back to the unit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it was different ways that you could maneuver around there in the righteous way and not, what I mean, get involved in no
All
bullshit.
right. How were the games in there?
Oh yeah, man, it was a amalgamation of gangs, bro. Like GD, Vice Lords, obviously, Texas Syndicate, Mexican Mafia, MS-13s, bro. It was every gang on 1 yard. So, and then it was cars too. It wasn't only just Latin Kings and stuff. It was also Mississippi, Tennessee cars, Kentucky cars, New York cars. So it was a gang within a gang. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The shit could get sticky in there quick.
So it was wicked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What?
Cause you could be me and you could be cool, but we could be cool GDs or whatever. But we got a problem with two guys from Mississippi, or one of them from Mississippi, but one of them Tennessee. So now
Did,
we got to deal with those politics too. Like, you see what I'm saying?
did you stay away from the gangs?
Oh yeah, yeah, man. I spoke my piece the first time I walked in, man. Like I didn't fake it, didn't play with nobody about none of that. I knew I was the only one coming in there, and I had one job to get out of there, bro. Like that was, and I try to surround myself with people with that mentality. Like we already done fucked up. That's why we meeting each other. And so we trying to get home. Do you got that goal? Yeah. All right, bet. So now, if you got that goal, you want to make it home too, you going to wake up and maneuver a little bit different in here on a
I'm
day-to-day
glad you
basis.
said that because people think because you're a civilian, you can't survive in there. You say you a civilian, you survived 11 years in there.
Yeah, I didn't have one altercation. Like didn't nobody try my manhood. Didn't nobody, bro. I walked in there at 20 years old, bro. When I say that's why I say I knew I was protected by a higher power or something. You see what I'm saying? And you get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's just how it happened. I didn't have to be hard. I didn't have to portray myself to be something I wasn't. Bro, I was a kid. You get what I'm saying?
So you
But
witnessed a manhood getting took.
no, hell no. I didn't witness it, but I knew that it was happening. Witnessing mean that I seen it. That mean I
No,
was trying to
no,
look.
that's what I'm
No,
saying.
I ain't
Like you
trying
can
to.
hear it.
But
You hear you know with your ears, not your eyes.
yeah. Well, I didn't hear it with my ears. I just knew because the spots I was at, it wasn't people taking it; it was people volunteering, walking in those rooms. You see what I'm saying? So
Woo.
that aspect was a little different too.
Okay, okay. Um, was it easy to get some bangles in there? You know,
Nah, man,
the
everything
cutters.
you would be surprised how easy everything was to get in there, bro. Like I was surprised. Like I didn't know. Like so, if you want, I mean, I never needed a banger. I never in 11 years I never owned a banger. I never needed that. Like I said, when I walked the first day I walked through the door, I knew I was protected. Don't ask me how. I just knew. But I didn't need a banger. But it was easy. It was easily accessible.
Man, okay. How do you look? How do people come in? How often do they come in?
It's a circle of life in prison, bro. We see people going in every day. We see people going out every day. Um, we see people going in, coming back out. It's like it's a real cycle. So, like in my 11 years, I seen multiple people come and go.
So how do it feel to get that new cellmate?
It depends on how close you and your celly was, cause when you doing time, bro, like when you lock in with good, like-minded people, it kind of hurts when they leave or when they go home or something because it's like, damn, I've been gelling with you for like 7 years, 6 years. Like we done created a real bond, real relationship, real friendship. Like we depend on each other in so many ways. And then you just get stripped out of the bunch. It's like, yeah, you feel it.
So over there is rules within the rules, right?
Yeah.
So how did you learn those rules?
Man, it was like just trial and error. That's why I was saying I was protected because I was just moving in a righteous way, like as I could. Like I'm just moving in a righteous way. So to me, in a 20-year-old's mind, I'm like, hey, if long I don't disrespect nobody, if I say, hey, please excuse me and thank you, if I get that locked into my vocabulary, if I show respect, if I don't talk behind people back, if I don't, I think I'd be okay. And then in my naive mind, that I mean, that made so much sense. But to look back on it, that's the only thing that I made it through because I was just respectful, you know what I mean? Like I didn't disrespect nothing. Like I wasn't
So it's
going
all
for
about
nothing either.
respect.
Huh?
So it's all about respect.
Yeah, but that's the thing too though. It's different spots too. Like a lot of people didn't have that luxury to went to the spots that I went to too. Like I saw some fucked up shit, but it's certain spots that was a way like a whole lot worse. So somebody else could come up here and have a totally different experience.
Yeah. No,
Cause
yeah, I understand that.
every day behind the walls is different. Like every single day was different. But you would think, oh, every day is the same. You gotta work out, you gotta go to work, you gotta do yeah, every day is the same, but I promise you, every single day is gonna be different.
So when you say go to work, what exactly do you mean? Because like you're not going out to go work. So what is work to you in there?
Well, that's the thing. You could have worked in the kitchen. You could have worked in Unicore, which is like a furniture factory where we worked at. I think I worked at almost 8 years. So yeah, that helped out a lot. You could work on the rec yard. And then you could some people. Well, that's when we kind of got to a lower but they would let people go out and kind of like clean the property or whatever, or But yeah, they gave you little odd jobs. You probably didn't get paid number 75 cents, but it was better than nothing. And that's another reason why I value my job out here so much because if I can survive off 75 cents for 10, 11 years, this out here is a breeze. So I just kind of had to reassess stuff, especially when I got out of here. You get what I'm saying? Like a
So
lot
if
of
you
people need
making
to
75 cents, how much is commissary? It can't be too.
commissary, you can spend easy $300 a month on commissary. Like I think that was the max, if I'm not mistaken. Like, but you can also
$75
send money
a
to other
week.
people, huh?
$75 a week.
I think so. But you can spend, I think you can spend 300 a week a
That's what
month.
I'm saying. $300 a month, seventy
Yeah,
five
but
dollars a week.
yeah. Usually you trying to go over there and just fill up one good time, but
So what would
times
you
is.
do with $75 of commissary? Like what would you get? What would you buy?
I mean, it depends on what I needed at the time. If I needed personal hygiene, I would grab that. If I needed some, if we needed some more chili or we needed some more onion powder, whatever we needed to make, you know what I'm saying, for the crew to get to
Yeah.
the next, that's how we would have to rock it.
So when you went to the store, man, how much was the price difference? Because I know they charging. Well, how
Yeah,
was the
it would
price
probably be
difference?
2 for 1. Whatever it was 2 for 1. So like if I go get a Snickers from you, I would have to give you two back or the price of whatever two Snickers would cost. You get what I'm saying? Like something like that. It wouldn't be nothing much more than that.
Okay, okay.
And then sometimes, like the majority, the people I kind of dealt with, they would like give you a lot of little grace period. Like you feel what I'm saying? So you would never have to be stressed about the next month coming up or nothing like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like all that made a big difference.
When you was there, could y'all smoke cigarettes or was
Well,
it contraband?
They actually stopped the year I went in. I think I can remember buying in the county jail in Bolivar, Tennessee in 2006. I think I bought like a box of blacks one time, and then after that, somehow they changed the law or something, and they stopped serving it. But I was end up being there for 2 years, I mean 2 months, and then I was served off to, I mean they shipped me off to go get my time or whatever. But I mean to go get to a waiting period to go get my time or whatever, and I never saw cigarettes no more until they, obviously people snuck them in.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. So your whole time you ain't smoked nothing while you was there?
Nah, I didn't say that. Yeah, nah, hell nah. But yeah, that's why I was saying like we got it was access to everything. Like you would just have to know the right people. So yeah, in my 11-year period, yeah, I probably smoked a little bit too much weed, or I may smoked a little bit too many, cigarettes or whatever. But that was just me, just kind of that was my escape route for that year. But certain years I would go through, I would just maybe smoke some just for my birthday or may just smoke something on because I didn't want to get too involved. You get what I'm saying? I was just really in a cool position. The people that I messed with kind of had it, so I didn't have to. You get what I'm saying? Like I had just enough to kind of get me through it.
So how was the holidays in there?
They, they, I mean, sometimes they felt long, but when I had my people come through and visit me, that'll free a lot of stuff up too, though. So, but once you get to doing them calendars, bro. Like those those years, they start to come by fast, and then like Christmas just becomes another day. Birthday becomes another day. So it ain't you thankful to be here, but you ain't as excited about it as you probably would be in on the outside.
So so how is Christmas in the feds? Is people
Um,
happy? Is people sad? Is people coming together to make something happy? Like
yeah,
what they
yeah,
doing?
yeah. You usually see you gonna see different walks. You gonna see people that's energetic, they happy, they thankful, they blessed that they woke up this morning and they want to show everybody love. Then you gonna see the person like, hey, my girl didn't she missed the plane. She can't make it this weekend. I don't want to talk to nobody. You may see some person like, man, they just happy, man. I got 3 more years in this bitch, so I'm just gonna fake it till I make it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a real crowd in there, like a different, or you may just get an asshole who got 50 years. He just on some bullshit like fuck Christmas, like you get what I'm saying, and you
yeah.
just so happen to meet him at the microwave. So now you got to deal with that situation.
So the microwave. What you got to deal with them over the microwave for?
No, no, no. That was just an example. I was saying that's how quick it could happen. Like you see what I'm
But
saying?
fights happen over the microwave.
Yeah, a lot of fights happen on microwave.
Oh man,
But
explain more.
they would say it's not over the microwave, it's the disrespect over the microwave. But on the outside looking in, y'all got to fight over fucking microwave.
What's the disrespect over the microwave? What can
It could
happen over the
be
microwave?
it could be you skipped somebody or you took his bowl out before his time was up, or you took his bowl out before you called and say, hey, who bowl is this? Yeah, man, they take disrespect, man, like highly, highly highly disrespectful. Like if you, yeah, that's the worst thing you can do is touch another man's property, or you see a man on the phone and you hang his phone up. Like it's just certain stuff that you just should know not to do.
So when you was in there, you didn't have none of these tablets and all that mess they showing, huh?
Nah, the last thing we had before we had MP3 players, we could like just listen to music, and that helped me out a lot too because I love music, so I had different genres of music that I would listen to according to my mood when I woke up or through whatever I'm going through during the day. I just throw my music on, man. It was therapeutic for me, man. Like it freed me up a lot
So how often did you hit the wreck, the yard?
every day, every
Every day?
day. Yeah, like yeah, it ain't nobody ducking no wreck. Like ain't nobody ducking no wreck. Whether if you want to play pool, we out there. If you want to play basketball, we out there. If you want to play baseball, we out there. If you want to go out there and work out, we out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, ain't nobody ducking no wreck.
Okay. So do they let the whole compound out at a time, or do they just let out a certain portion of the units out at a time on the wreck?
Well, it's really like an hour by hour basis. Like in the mornings, like if the doors open at 6 o'clock, usually the people that go to work, they'll be the first ones up, taking showers or getting a coffee ready, or they the ones at the microwaves warming up their honey buns, whatever. They getting ready for work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then 7 o'clock move come. You now the pot like everything is open. So you can move and go wherever you want to go, but you just don't want to get kind of out of bounds. You get what I'm saying? So
So what
if
time do the lights come on? If folks up moving that early, what time do the lights come on?
if I ain't mistaken, I think it was like 6 o'clock. Like everything pop open at 6. Yeah.
Okay. That
Yeah,
ain't too
everything
bad.
pop open at 6. And yeah, that's you can I mean now you got the option to stay sleep if you ain't got a job, but you know.
Were you in a dorm or were you in a cell
No, I was
house?
in the cell. Yeah, when I first went in, my first 6, 7 years was in the cell. Yeah.
Which one do you feel is safer?
Say it again.
Which one do you feel is safer?
Oh yeah, I think for me the cell obviously was safer to me. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have no enemies in there, but I've seen it both ways. Like I done saw people get trapped in the cell. I done saw people get trapped in the middle of an open day room. So I mean, if they got their ass on you, they got their ass on you. So, but And that's another thing that I prided myself on too. I didn't never have to like watch over my back or nothing like that. I didn't never have to. You get what I'm saying? Because I moved. I, I I treated people exactly how I want to be treated, and I think that resonated with a lot of people.
So, what call it facilities did you make?
Yeah, well, it would be compound. The first time I went to Forest City Medium, then I went to Forest City Low, then I went to Arizona, Sanford, Arizona Low, because I was trying to, go out to the West Coast, which that's a whole nother story, but which I was denied. I had to come back down south. That's a whole nother story too. But um, yeah. So I went from Sanford, Arizona, and then from there I had to come back down here and do my halfway house time in, of all places, Memphis, Tennessee. So yeah.
So, what I know you've been to a lot of different compounds, a whole lot of different states. Which state do you feel was the roughest?
Beaumont, Texas. Yeah, that probably was the worst 2 years, I think. And when I say worst 2 years, it was nothing never done to me personally, but this was the first time I seen like officers being blatantly disrespectful to inmates and like putting hands on inmates. That was my first time seeing that. I'm like, damn. I'm like, please don't put me in that position because like nobody ever put their hands on me. Period. No, in no way, even if a guard put their hands on me, I gotta properly defend myself. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I never was put in a position to like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I saw a lot of that, bro. Like, yeah, and then they food was terrible.
So it seemed like you stayed up out of that hole, huh?
Say it again.
You stayed away from that hole.
Oh yeah, that hole was the worst, bro. I got caught selling K2. I tried to run on the compound, which was odd. I was I was trying to run. I was trying to run, you know what I'm saying? But they caught my dumb ass. But and I had to do some whole time. But I had like friends and stuff helping me through it, sending me letters or whatever, like, sending me commissary or whatever. But that whole it's like prison within a prison. Like you in prison by your damn self. Like um and I had one cellmate in there and he was like the worst cellmate. So that was another battle I had to get through. But it's you gotta learn it's you gotta learn a lot about yourself in there, man. Like that's why, bro, I just kept learning. I just had to keep learning something new. That's the only thing that could keep feeding my, you know what I'm saying, keep feeding my mind, keep feeding that energy to keep going.
So do you see a lot of people not feeding their mind and just give up on life?
Yeah, yeah, you see that. That was actually my motivation to stay grounded within me. Like, even though, because you hear that term prison talk. That is a true statement, but when you in there and you locked in and you ain't got nothing else to do, nothing else to talk about, that's typically what you really want to be. That's what comes out. So to the outside world, it sounds like prison talk, but when the person that's in there, if the outside world could find a way to cultivate that and really grow with that person, because that's who they really have became. They really are trying to change. But when they get out here in the real world, it just things is just different. Or
So why do
things
you
are the
think a lot of
same.
people get out and come back?
Say it again.
Why do you think a lot of people get out and come back?
Because they didn't take the time the first time they was away properly. They did 2 or 3 years. The judge didn't slam them first time the way they slammed me. My first time ever going in front of the judge, it was 11 years. So I didn't have time to do 2 years, come out, go back in, do 3 years, come out, go back. I didn't have that. I didn't have that
Yeah,
luxury. So for them, he probably done did my 11 years, but he done did it. He done broke it up.
in increments.
You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I just did that one time. It was it. You ain't getting no more. I can't come back and keep coming back and doing it again. But I did see a lot of people just that was they just couldn't figure it out. They was totally content with. hey, I'm gonna go out there and try to be a better criminal than I was the first time. If y'all catch me, I'm gonna come back in here and try to learn it again.
So within your time, you seen a lot of people come in and out.
Yeah,
The
yeah, I
same
saw
people.
quite a few. I saw quite a few people, bro.
Oh man.
Saw quite a few people come and go.
Is it is it that they're institutionalized, or is it that they real deal just don't know what to do on the streets? Because the streets can be hard,
Yeah,
trying to do it legally.
right. And
So
that,
do they just
like I said, they just didn't use their time properly, bro. Cause think about it. If you did 3 or 4 years your first time in prison, if you would have did those 3 or 4 years right instead of just you just trying to get through your 3 or 4 years because you just hey you just ready to go home, that's understandable. But if you don't take this time serious the first time, it's a good chance you're gonna be in here a second time. And a lot of people, that's another thing too. We had to talk about it at a later date. It was a RDAP program, like a drug program where they allowed us to kind of like dig into our psyche of keep asking why this and why you make this decision and why you a lot of information came out of that program because you had to do a lot of self-reflection. You had to really learn the person in the mirror to make a better decision.
so you say they got plenty of programs, people just got to take the programs.
Right. It's yeah. It's a few programs in there. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I took advantage of everything I possibly could, like everything. Like I was just a sponge. I just knew I wanted to be better leaving out of here than I was, coming in. So that was my motivation. Like even if I'm working out, or even if I'm like doing uh drafting stuff, I just wanted to just learn something that I didn't know coming in. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I was just that was my only motivation.
But King, man, I sure appreciate you coming through today, man, telling your story. Man, it's been some wisdom. Wisdom.
Appreciate you for having me, bro, man. Mean a lot, bro, man. Thank you. And it was therapeutic for me, bro.
For sure, man. Like I told you, man, we're gonna get back and do plenty more. And I want to get you going on your own channel. Get you going for real, telling your prison story. Cause people need to hear it. People need to hear it.
Yeah, most definitely. We gonna definitely gonna push that for sure.
Well, I sure thank you, man. Look, you
Yeah.
listen to the words of the wise and storm his army.